Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my commentary videos. Today we're going to be watching Transformers Robots in Disguise, the 2015 series, Episode 4, More Than Meets the Eye. Now you're probably wondering, especially like newcomers, you're wondering, well, what are you talking about, man? This show hasn't even aired yet where I'm living. I'm going to help you out. Right now, in the video description below, I am going to provide you a link to a specific Facebook page post of mine, which will have all the information you need in obtaining, really simply, by the way, extremely simply, with obtaining links to get the episode. And there's like several ways. It's actually a post of mine, and it has several ways in which you can obtain the episode with, you know, just a simple click of the link, right? So yeah, once you guys download that and have it ready, and hopefully you still want to watch the episode with me, you know, get it ready, and I'm gonna do another thing where we sync up and we watch the episode together. So you know, it's not, you know, so I'm not watching something when you're like on another part, or it's pretty easy to sync up. You know, all we got to do is get on the same second. Quick note, first of all, it's kind of cool. This is my first video, man. Out of all the vids I do, this is the first video that I'm wearing contacts, man. Wearing contacts, yeah. I'm wearing contacts, and it's pretty cool. So if I do like weird things with my eyes, I'm pretty adjusted to them, but every once in a while it's kind of like, eh. For those of you who wear contacts, you might know. But yeah, this is cool now. I'm a contacts wearer, so no more glasses. Those glasses were annoying me. I never actually really liked them either, gotta tell you. And in the last like year and a half or something, they were really kind of bugging me, and they didn't fit well. And yeah, you know. Anyway, another new addition are these wireless headphones. Some of you may remember the other ones kind of broke, like one of my earpieces. These are the Sennheiser. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Who cares? HDR 170s. I used to be using the 160s, but I switched over. The 170s are really nice, and yeah, just so now I can listen to the episode. Good stuff. So, okay, I'm ready to go. Oh, right. Hey, got some Robots in Disguise toys here. Just picked them up the other day. I was at Kmart or Target, or who cares. I was at some place. And yeah, some of you may be toy collectors a little bit. I gotta tell you, I'm not totally interested. Focus camera. I'm not totally interested in this line, but I saw them and I thought, you know, I'll get a couple. Grimlock and Bumblebee. So yeah, they seem kind of a little bit on the simplistic side, maybe towards like more of the younger, you know, viewer range. I don't know. They kind of have a little more watered down approach, less complex. And yeah, there's a bunch of them, different types, sets. Transformer fans know what I'm talking about, of course. You know how it goes. So, okay, I believe that's it. Other than to say, in my very own small way, just the other day, yesterday I believe, Leonard Nimoy passed away at the age of 83, I believe it was. I'm actually not a big-time Star Trek fan. But, you know, with actors, you don't have to be a big-time fan. You know, an actor may be really important to, like, a franchise more than anything else on his resume. And, you know, with Leonard Nimoy, definitely that's Star Trek. But you know what? He's an actor, and he's been in a lot of things. And, you know, to me, to us Transformer fans, you know, he was in some Transformer stuff. He voiced Galvatron in the 1980s animated movie. And yeah, it was awesome, you know. He was our first Galvatron, and he was a good one too, you know. And we love that movie, and a lot of us still consider that movie the Transformers movie. Not only that, he played a Prime. He played Sentinel Prime, was it? In is that the one? He played a Prime. Let's go with that. He played a Prime in the Transformers live action movies. And that was really cool to have him. Well, he didn't reprise his Galvatron role, but you know, he came back to do another Transformers gig, and that's really cool. You know, that's like keeping tradition alive, keeping those voice actors, you know, alive and flowing throughout the Transformers franchise. And that can be said about any franchise, really, you know, that has old school actors coming back to reprise, you know, roles in newer editions. And, you know, that's not the only example. Like Peter Cullen and, you know, playing Optimus Prime again in Transformers Prime or the games. Or, I mean, he's really Prime now. He's Prime all over the place pretty much. But that's great. So that's just a couple examples. So I just wanted to say that. And yeah, to me, Leonard Nimoy, I've seen a little bit of the new Star Trek, you know, movies. And I never really watched the old shows. But he was also in Fringe, you know. I watched Fringe. I was a fan of that show. It was pretty good. It was all right. It was fine. And he was in Fringe, and you know, I'm a fan of his work in that and Transformers. So we're all fans of actors. It doesn't necessarily have to be their like biggest hit. But yeah, R.I.P. Leonard Nimoy, and actually I have a Galvatron shirt that I got at BotCon 2001. But it's not currently with me. I was going to wear that. But, you know, I'll wear that at some point soon. Just because. Even though it's really small. I don't care. I'm going to wear it. Because that's how I'll honor him, you know, with that Galvatron shirt. Anyway, not to get off track with what we're doing here. Kind of did. But we're going to start watching right now. So I'm just going to get things ready. And... yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be episode 4. I actually don't have the episode up. Now I do. Didn't have it totally ready. Okay, so the timestamp of my episode that I'm watching, I'm going to let you know, it's 21 minutes and 29 seconds. And I'm going to be starting at 0 seconds, of course. And when I start, I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to do a little count forward here, like 1, 2, 3. So you'll be able to match your episode seconds with mine as I say them out loud. So here we go, guys. I'm going to finally start the episode. Ready? All right, here we go. And play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be plenty. Maximal Beast Wars hoodie sweatshirt, by the way. So, another early episode. Okay. Kids hanging out with Fixit. Come on, Rudy. Get in there. You remember when they played football in the Generation 1 episode, you know, of Transformers? Is that with the Dinobots? They played football in one episode, basketball in the other. Had a snowball fight. They did everything. Silly. I cut my finger chopping stuff. In case you noticed. It's okay. What, we golfing or... So, what Decepticon... Predacon? What Decepticon's gonna show up today, I wonder? A crab! So, this could be our routine, at least at first. A Decepticon shows up, the Autobots bust out, they trap him and they freeze him, they put him back in like stasis lock kind of thing. And this could be kind of the formula that we get for a little bit. I believe, yeah, that's a Decepticrab named Bisque. Like, I'll have the Lobster Bisque. Oh, you know what? In one of the earlier episodes, I was like, I think I made a comment about Grimlock's green color scheme. Like, oh, this is different. But, you know, actually, Grimlock has had a green color scheme before. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was the 2001 Robots in Disguise version. He kind of had some greenish going on there. I think I'm right about that. You can let me know if it was something else. So there's our Transformers intro. I like intros with original animation, not like used from episodes themselves, although that can be done just as well, I guess. I mean, the example would be Beast Wars. Man, the first time I saw the intro of Beast Wars Season 3, I pooped my pants. It was just so amazing. Man, it just pumped you up. And then you saw Cyber Dinobot. You were, is that Dinobot? Is that Transmetal Dinobot coming back? And it wasn't even. Not really. It was just like the Raptor clone thing, even though he did come back. Imagine if they showed a clip of that. They should have. But still, that was enough to just make you go, oh, oh my God! So I suppose both can work. A little goofy there, Grimlock. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. In one of the other episodes, I was saying how, so when does this take place? A little bit, it seems a little futuristic. It's like 100 years, something like that. I don't know, I read it or heard about that, or why don't we just say, yeah, about like 100-ish years, something like that. This happened a decent chunk after the events of Transformers Prime. So there you go. We're playing football. I wonder who, well, you know who's dead? Those kids are dead. They're dead. That's funny. Oh, it's kind of funny in a way, right? I don't know. There should be like great-grandchildren or, you know, something like that. Show up. That'd be funny. You sound familiar. Who is that? So anyway, we're playing some football. No Dinobots this time, although we could have some Dinobots playing. It was Spike and the Dinobots, and Hound was there. He caught a touchdown. Ah, so how many of these kids are going to be kind of... That girl obviously will. She's going to discover the secret, and she's going to be part of the clique. Going to become part of the clique. Oh, eating the grass. You can just tell that this girl's going to be, you know, part of the team. Oh, no good at football, no good at sports. I could go for a lobster bisque myself now. Crab soup. Seafood soup, anything. Or just seafood in general, right? Got some cod in the fridge. Can't they fix him? No. It's gonna bug me all the time. I don't know, could he be worse? You know, more annoying? Sure, of course he could. Here's a question for you guys. Who would you call the most annoying character? And who would you call the most annoying Transformer, too? It's got to be two questions. Yeah, let me some comments, will ya? I'd say the father. It's just so... I don't know what they were going for. I don't get it. I mean, he's... rusty, kind of laid back, with the Hawaiian shirt kind of thing, and the beard, like, oh yeah, hey, I'm cool, I'm just mellow, man, I'm a mellow dad. Let's live out in the junkyard, and yeah. I get it, but it's just kind of goofy. She knows her cars. Man, we've never had, like, a female Transformer type character that, like, knew their cars, right? No, I'm right. We've never had. I think the father would be more of a Rusty. Hey, I'm Rusty. Knockout? Oh. It almost looked like Knockout's lower face there. Did anyone else for like a fraction of a second go, ooh, Knockout's here? Probably not. Here's a question. Will we ever see Knockout? Will we ever see RC? Will we ever see Bulkhead? Will we ever see those characters from Transformers Prime? Not that I am such a huge fan of Transformers Prime. I can understand, you know, there's like big time kid fans who watch Transformers Prime that are now watching this. They're probably all about if I was them, I would be pumped about that. I would be like, oh, I want to see Bulkhead. He was my favorite character, man. I'd be like so excited about seeing old characters. You know, I'm very casual here, fan-wise, but I can understand and I can relate. And I remember old shows like Beast Wars. Here's a perfect example. With Beast Wars, we were all like, where's Rhinox? Where's Silverbolt? When are they going to show up? I remember I used to be a member of the Axelon Underground. Yeah, it's still around in ways. The Axelon Underground message forum, whatever, website. I remember saying, Rhinox is not Tankor. Silverbolt is not Jetstorm. Let's put a stop to these silly rumors. And look what happened. So yeah, they came back and it was pretty cool. You know, Beast Machines was a very mixed show. You know, we all know that. But it was still cool when they showed up. Man, even watching that now, Rhinox's whole thing, I say that is so sad. The whole thing is just kind of sad with what happened to him. But I believe Rhinox had a little bit of redemption in some comic books. You know, coming back into the comics, he kind of had a little redemption for himself, and I really need to get on reading those. Anyway, what's with a lot of these Decepticons having, like, accents, by the way? Here we have it's kind of a combiner, right? Tarantulas? Is that you? Spider-Con. What's his name? I didn't catch his name. If they announced it. So is that out in the stores yet? Who indeed? Our Spider-Bot here. Are we going to find out? I think we are. Chop Shop. Okay, it's a combiner named Chop Shop. Good idea. Make them in the 5 bots. 5 toys to sell, or 6, or whatever it is. Multiple toys. It'll come together, I bet. I mean, come on. But it'll be like the mega ones. It won't be like... I remember, man, they used to call them deluxes. What was wrong with deluxe? I don't even see... I don't know. I don't know what they call these now. They always have names for them. There we go. Grimlock and Bumblebee. A little glare action, but you can see. Some of you may not be... Well, I've said it before. Some of you may not be into it. Depends on the toy line. There's so many. Bringing Fixit out into the field is a bad idea, man. I feel like it's kind of like very Ghostbusters-esque, you know? Another episode. All right, our ghost is on the loose. We gotta get him, put him in the container, freeze him up, stasis lock. Put him into the unit, right? It's what they're doing. They're ghost busting. Deceptibusting, man. That's what they're doing. They were rounding up the cons. I think this will be a formula for a little bit, but there's no way the entire series is going to be this formula. You know, another episode, a new Decepticon, Chop Shop, on the loose, doing stuff. You know, he might be at a harbor. He might be at, what is this? This construction site or whatever this is. He might be at an airfield. He might be at a mall. Who knows? But I can see this formula happening. And of course, on the side, you got like, how was football practice? Or how was school? Or how was, I don't know, a field trip to a museum? I don't know, man. It's, use your examples. Rusty. At least our new human character doesn't seem that annoying. Another tomboy girl though, right? When was the last time we didn't have a tomboy girl? Even Carly in Generation 1 was kind of tomboy, right? She wasn't, you know, she was all, oh, I want to see the Autobots, and then she was stalking Spike, and then Did she jumped into the ocean, or how did that go down? In it was the Immobilizer. That was her first debut, right? Episode-wise. She went to Cybertron, you know. She knew her cars, too. Have we ever had, like, the prissy girl? I can't really set that up in a show like this. Not really. But have we ever had? When was the last time we have not had any human characters in a Transformers series show? And I believe I have the answer. Do you? The answer, I believe, is Beast Machines. Yes, Beast Machines. Man. That's a plus for the show, right? Yeah. Technically, Beast Wars did. Technically. Those, the ancient, you know, humans, the proto-humans. That one episode. Yeah, we got that episode. What was it called? Go with the Flow? You know, with the Rat Trap Depth Charge centric episode and Tarantulas Megatron. We're building that, whatever it was. Yeah, we got that episode instead of Dark Glass. I'm glad that Dark Glass Dinobot revival episode would have been stupid. Well, it's too dark. Yeah, that would have been stupid. Ugh! Yeah, oh well, what can you do? Too bad. So, Mr. Crab here is transforming, doing the combining. They all have accents, they do. At least a lot of them. Uh-oh. He needs an arm. And he's got his arm. Scrud. No scrap? Slag? Isn't slag more of a curse word over in the UK? Was that censored out Beast Wars-wise? Slag! So you just... Alright, I'll take that arm. Fixit is this new... I actually like this now. This is awesome. I hope he remains his arm for the rest of the show. Oh, dear. Remember in Beast Wars, man, talking too much Beast Wars. Some people may not like Beast Wars or have watched it. Remember Beast Wars is a quick strike arm. You could kind of talk with it. It was kind of like its own thing, but not really. What's another example like that? Now this is definitely more. I mean, sometimes when Quick Strike would talk, you know, where's that firepower coming from? You know, his snakehead would talk. This isn't really totally connected, but man, in G.I. Joe, Serpentor and his snakes, you know? Were they alive? Were they alive? They were kind of alive, and then he would grab one and pull it out and make his staff, his little spear staff thing, and then just another snake would come out. Were they real? Yeah, I guess so. They were moving. They were alive. Where would the other one come from? Did they grow out of his body, like his back, like Snake? Remember Snake Man from He-Man? Now we're getting way off track. We're talking about snakes. It's not even a snake Decepticon. It's a crab. Snake Man it would shed off his skin and his evil would come out, man. He'd have the snakes. Got the snake. It's kind of like Serpentor-esque. Oh, once again, we're way off topic, Bailey. My dog, Bailey. Hey, Bailey. Hey, Bailey, you want to come watch this show with me? Do you want to come watch Robots in Disguise? I don't think he does. You being a good boy? All right. So, let's get back to this. Nothing's really happened. Yes. They all have battle masks. Yeah, cool. Why not, right? Hey, let him go. Let him go. He just wants to go home. Man, even... God, the examples I'm just pulling out today. Even in Batman, the animated series, which starred Will Friedle, by the way. A little connection. Even in Batman... Beyond. Did I say Batman, the animated series? Batman Beyond. Oh no, what was the episode called? The Call, double part episode. Superman was like possessed by Starro, and And they even returned Starro back to his home planet and all the other little Starro creatures. They returned all that stuff back to their original planet at the end of the episode instead of destroying them, which I believe Warhawk wanted to do. Warhawk, yeah. Just pulling out the examples. The examples from everything are just coming out today, man. And those things did a lot of damage. How long was that thing, that stupid thing on Superman for? Aqua Girl said like years, but man, I like to say like when she says years, 2 is years, 2 years. Because come on, poor Superman from the Superman animated series version. You got, you know, man, he had a bunch of stuff put on him. First of all, you know, the whole dark side brainwashing, and then the Starro, and before Starro, it wasn't that long, but whatever, what's his name put on him to give him the perfect life vision. What was his name? Can't remember everything. I hate yourself. So he's in control of his own body? Oh, no. What do you guys think of Bisk? I think I like Bisk more than the shark boat Decepticon, whatever that was again. Bisk was okay. But, you know, the trend with these Decepticons, they seem a little goofy. I wonder why they went with the whole animal thing. Transformers, robots in disguise, you know, they follow in tradition. Mongol, that was his name. From the Justice League Unlimited episode, he threw that thing on Superman. It's funny how every time I just get sidetracked and distracted and just talk about various things. This is an early episode, once again, like that early episode of the series. Simplistic, So I believe this kid was doing some monster kicking throughout the episode. I just didn't make comments about it, and I think I see what's about to happen here. I saw him making some, like, monster kick. What did he kick? And it went really far. He was with Grimlock. So I think... Yep. Yeah! Now he's an all-star. He's playing the most viled and hated and least respected position in football. That's American football, folks. We don't like our soccer. Haha. Yeah. Probably not, because that's arm stuff. Play soccer. Play soccer. He's probably good. So, say, are you any good at soccer? Football. Are you any good at basketball? No, probably not. He kicked it. He's a kicker. Kicker. He's probably good at soccer. Oh, what do I care? So I'm sure we're gonna see those human characters again. We're definitely gonna be seeing that girl character again. I don't like how it says 2014. Hasn't even aired yet everywhere. It barely aired in 2014 in a couple places. You know, it feels old now. It's like, oh, it's a 2014 show. We're in 2015, man. You know, put 2015 on it. So you're welcome for the 4th time now, seeing this show because of me. You're welcome, man. Helping all you Transformer fans out. Some people, I gotta say, like some people come to the vid and I don't think they even figure it out. You know, the episode is right there. It's right there for the taking. You're welcome. Hopefully you stick around and watch my commentary. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed though. No, seriously, I hope you enjoyed. Right, Bailey? Hey, Bailey. Did you enjoy? Did you enjoy? All right. Yeah, he enjoyed. So that is episode 4. More Than Meets the Eye. Nice throwback episode. And I believe they had a reference in there to Alpha Trion. Alpha Trion reference in there. I don't know if you caught it yourselves. But what else happened in that episode, reference-wise? I don't know. There was a reference to Alpha Trion in his beard, I believe. And yeah, it's called More Than Meets the Eye. Classic title for an episode, of course. And that's it. So, hey, I'm going to be getting episode 5 for you. And I'll talk like the Decepticrab. Episode 5. I don't even know what accent he was doing. And we'll watch that, and I'll do a commentary as soon as it's up. I love these new headphones. They're great, man. Nice new headphones. Nice new contacts. And that's it. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I'll see you next time. Good stuff. Woof. Woof.